Hello friends, we'll start again where we left in AppSim modeling, and today we are going to have nitrogen, application rates or nitrogen dosages effects on wheat yield. So what we'll do actually, I have opened the same simulation, the simulation tree that we had last time, but simply I just changed the rename it to nitrogen 100%. That means I'm going to apply whatever the nitrogen application rate or recommended doses of fertilizer nitrogen that I am going to apply for the wheat crop. That's why this is 100% nitrogen because as I told you earlier, simply by clicking over it, you can go for right click uh, so that you can rename it, and you can rename it to nitrogen 120 kg that we apply for hectare. We can rename a name like this only because it doesn't take that character, so you can rename it like that. Nitrogen, suppose n 120 kg hectare, leave it now, right now, so like that only. So earlier whatever I named the simulation, probably it was nitrogen wheat simulation. You can go back to my previous presentation and see what are the name. Simply you open that file from your folder where you have saved, then you rename it. So I just renamed that simulation to nitrogen 100 kg. Why did I say so? Because everything remains the same. Only thing is that I changed a little bit of, that time just to, I wanted to show you, 120 kg of nitrogen I applied at the same time just to show you the simulation. But this time what I did actually, I applied 50 kg of nitrogen, 50%, not 50 kg, that is 60 kg of nitrogen at the time of sowing. Then another 60 kg, after 20 to 25 days after sowing, which is means coinciding with your crown root initiation phase. So I made it two stages of nitrogen application rate. So what I mean to say, where did I bring this one actually? This one from, from the management folder you can get down there, and go for the manager common task, and you'll find somewhere, fertilize on fixed date. So you see this fertilize on fixed date, and you can bring that one here, fertilizer top up, fertilize on fixed date, and bring it here. And you can even you can rename this one also. So by clicking, simple double clicking on it, or by uh, click or by right click, just like I showed you on this, by right clicking and rename it. So like that only you can do it. But what I did, I brought from here and drop it in the manager folder, and I applied, what I did, enter the date in this format, dd and month. So 10 dash December, that means on December 10, because if you remember, I have gone for sowing the crop on 15th of November. This is under Central Indian condition, but you can change according to yours. But that's why after 25 days, it is coming around 10th of December, where I have applied rest 50% of nitrogen. That is, out of 120 kilogram, I applied 60 kilogram. And rest of the things, if you remember, the simulations remain the same. I didn't do anything. Look at it, irrigation 1 plus C, showing on a fixed date, same thing, variety, all those things remain the same, plant population and row. Then harvest will definitely be there. Then irrigation on 4 irrigation and 1 pre-sowing irrigation at the time of sowing. So 1 plus 4, and 2 fertilizer application, 2 splits, and start from here. So just wanted to show you this one. Otherwise, if you open the last simulation, it remains the same. Only thing I change here only, rename the file to the recommended doses of fertilizer, suppose 120 kilogram, and I applied in two splits, that 60 kg each, and this is the output file. And I haven't put the graph. I deleted the graph. I put the graph here. I'll show you why. Then what I did, this is 100. If you want to compare, suppose three rates of application of nitrogen, one is 120 kilogram, another is 50% of that 60 kilogram, another is no nitrogen, then probably we can have three simulation run at a multiple simulation run at a time and have one graph, where you will find all those application rates effects on grain yield or biomass yield. So that's the reason I put this one here. Then what I did, if you want to have another simulation duplicate of, just drag it and drop it again here. So it gives another um, simulation, it's a replica, copy of that. It remains the same. That's why it is showing one. And here, only thing you can do is change, rename it, click the right click, rename it to 60 kg. If you remember to 60 kg per hectare, that means you reduce the fertilizer dose by half. So, then what you have to do? Only thing you have to change is, you know, reducing the fertilizer. That means you have, instead of 60, you have to make it 30 in two splits, one at the time of sowing and one at the time of crown root initiation or after 25 days, whatever you think. You can change it. There is not no first and current first rule. So you just change this one and it becomes 60 kg. Just save it, isn't it? So what I did the same thing here. So I'm deleting it, just I wanted to show you, so I deleted this one. And this is what the simulation is. I have done it. See, 30 kg, then another 30 kg. That means only thing I changed here, other things remain the same, only the fertilizer rate. So let's rename it to, give the right click, rename it to nitrogen, just like the top one, 60 kg and kilogram. Save it. Then again what you do, again left click, drag it and drop it in the folder. Then what next is, you want to make it nitrogen 0 kilo. That's no nitrogen application. So what you do, you rename it, or simply by double clicking it, make it 0 kg, or by right clicking as I mentioned here, but just right click, then rename it. You can rename it here. What I did, what next we have to do? We have to change the fertilizer dose, because we are not going to add any fertilizer. So I made it 0 kg nitrogen at the time of 0 kg here also. Then I save it. Each time you have to save it so that the simulation is saved. And other things remain the same. Then since I did it here, so I'm deleting it again because I wanted to show you. So what I did, I just rename it 0 kg. Now you got three simulation. Only thing changed, I did it here, that the graph part I deleted. Earlier file you might have, because there was single simulation, there was graph here. They are multiple. You can have, in number of treatments. Suppose you have 10 number of treatments, you can drag it, drop it here, drag it, drop it here, and rename the simulation, and according to the nitrogen rates of applications you can change it. Or maybe for irrigation also, similarly you can do one irrigation, two irrigation, three irrigation, four irrigation. I can show you one day that one also. So what I did actually, I took the graph from here, because I don't need so many graphs, so many options are there. I just simply took this graph and drag it and drop it here, and you can see these are all the probable things. You can find it here, so many things, but I don't need it, so I'm deleting it here. When you drag the graph from here and put it in this mm folder, what you find that When all the three simulations, because you look at the simulations, I have removed the graphs here. I have removed the graphs here because I don't want to, make a conflict, so that I want all the graphs to be in one place or figures in one place. So in that case, what I did, I put one only in this folder so that all three will be here. So what I do now, I run the simulation. Let's run it. It will take some time because there are three. And what we did, we didn't change anything. We only changed the nitrogen application rate. We went for multiple simulations and we can compare here. So once the simulation is run, then we can see what is there in the graph. Let's see how it is going. It should go well. Otherwise, if there is an error, it will show here and you can click it. One day I'll show actually where the error comes. That is complete. And individually I mean to say, you can see all those folders, the output files you can see, because if you remember, the outputs remain the same, because in output we have variables, reported frequency at the time harvesting. It remains the same in the previous simulations. You have to go and watch those videos and see. And this is for 120 kilogram, this is for 60 kilogram. You can see there is reduction in the grain yield as well as biomass yield when you reduce the nitrogen application. That means it is working well. And see, yield and biomass yield and grain yield. That means when you don't apply whatever nitrogen available in the soil system, that was available to the crops. So what we do now, simulation is complete. We can go to the graph and see. You go to the plot and you'll find those simulations, for all those variables. And I have put the date here. So remove this one, simply delete it. Then biomass, not biomass here. So the pink portion, when you left click here, it will come to this side. Whatever previously there, I am deleting it. Again, I am taking yield and biomass. So now that means whatever simulation we ran, all those three simulations, you'll find it here. So when you go to the graph, you'll find that all these things are here. That means for nitrogen, uh, probability is showing 9 and 50 100 0%, but you can go here and browse the folder, because where it is there output file, it will show you here. So I'm doing that. So N0 you need, isn't it? N60 and N120, we need these three. So I brought those from there and I'm trying to plot it here. So instead of N0, because it was saved previously in that name, it was there. Otherwise, now I brought that one from my output folder, because where you have saved the simulation or the file, the output folder will be, output file will be there only. So look at this nitrogen. When 0 kg nitrogen was applied or no nitrogen was applied, you can see the yield. Grain yield means it's grain yield, 60 kg nitrogen grain yield, and so I'm taking the biomass of now. You can see when the nitrogen application rate is increasing, that means from no nitrogen to 120 kilogram of nitrogen per hectare, the wheat grain yield is increasing. Similarly, you can see the biomass yield by unclicking and unclicking. Look at this. This is the biomass yield. And if you put all six together, you can find the grain yield and biomass yield for all nitrogen application rates. Similarly, other variables, other outputs, whatever you want to do, you have to add it here in the variables and see all those things. Whatever you want to bring it here, you can bring and get the output. And similarly, you can plot side by side. If you don't want to do that, individually I mean to say, individually from your output file, as I mentioned you earlier, you can take it to Excel and click it here. It will open as CSV file, and look at the into CSV file. You can see at the time of harvesting what is the grain yield, biomass, and all those things. Then save as in your folder and make it as from SSV to XLX or Excel sheet, whatever you want to do, you can save it, and accordingly you can work on your simulation. So friends, I mean to say that in this simulation you learned about making the graph, and you learned about multiple simulations, because earlier it was single simulation. Now I have different rates of nitrogen application. You can have 4 rates, 5 rates. Even if you are expert in going for applying crop residue, you are expert in going for applying farm and manures, or you can have to applying compost, then you can go for integrated nutrient application also in addition to nitrogen. That I will show you one day. Another simulations where we go for integrated nitrogen nutrient application and its effects on crop yield and biomass and carbon. I'm just showing you the grain yield, biomass yield, all those things. So I hope this simulation, whatever I told you, you learned something about how to use AppSim, because this type of simulation or this type of experiments, whatever I am showing here, this will help you in your validation experiments, because validation experiment usually you do for different rates of nitrogen application, how the model is behaving. For a particular variety, you can test in different rates of nitrogen application, and you compare the observed nitrogen biomass and grain with the predicted one, and this type of simulation will give you uh, this and it's a good indicator that whether model is sensitive enough to go for biomass and grain yield. So thank you friends, thank you for your patience. I hope you learned something from this small simulation. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.